Walking away doesn't make you cold. It doesn't make you selfish. It doesn't make you heartless. It makes you wise. Because there comes a point when holding on hurts more than letting go. A point where your spirit is tired, your mind is heavy, your peace has been buried under people who were never meant to stay. You don't owe anyone your suffering. You don't owe anyone unlimited chances. You don't owe anyone the pieces of yourself you're still trying to rebuild. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is quietly step back and choose yourself. People will call it distance. They'll call it change. They'll call it silence. But you will know the truth. It's protection. It's healing. It's freedom. When you walk away from what drains you, you walk toward what grows you. You make space for better people, better days, better peace. And yes, it will hurt at first. But the pain of growth is always lighter than the weight of staying somewhere your heart no longer belongs. This is your permission to leave the noise behind, to reclaim your energy, to guard your peace without apology. You're not losing people. You're losing chaos and gaining yourself. There are people who don't hurt you with words. They hurt you with their presence, with the chaos they carry, with the storms they refuse to calm inside themselves. The energy drainer. They walk into your life like a quiet fuse, and suddenly, everything feels heavier. Your mind becomes crowded. Your heart becomes restless. Your spirit feels tired, even on days you did nothing wrong. These are the people who thrive on drama. Chaos is their oxygen. And without meaning to, you get pulled into their whirlpool, their arguments, their conflicts, their emotional roller coasters. You start fixing messes you didn't create, solving problems you never caused, carrying emotions that were never yours. And every time you try to step back, they pull you in deeper with guilt, with urgency, with the idea that you owe them your energy. But hear this clearly. It's not your job to keep someone else's life together. It's not your duty to absorb their storms. Your peace matters. Your mental space matters. Your energy is not an endless resource. And the moment you stop letting chaotic people dictate your emotions, you reclaim a part of yourself you didn't even realize you lost. Sometimes the greatest act of self-love is choosing distance over damage. There comes a moment in your life when you finally see the truth. You didn't lose yourself because you were weak. You lost yourself because you were busy holding everyone else together. Your peace is your power. And every time you let someone cross your boundaries, every time you try to please people who never appreciate you, you hand over a piece of that power. You bend. You shrink. You swallow your feelings just to keep the room calm. And slowly, you forget the sound of your own voice. But listen closely. You were never meant to live exhausted. You were never meant to live in fear of disappointing others. You were never meant to trade your peace just to keep people who bring you pain. Life changes the moment you decide that your peace is not optional. It's essential. When you stop chasing approval, you start finding clarity. When you stop giving your energy to those who drain it, you start healing. And when you protect your peace, you finally meet the version of yourself that was buried under all that noise. You deserve calm. You deserve boundaries. You deserve a life where your heart can breathe again. Protect your peace, because without it, you lose everything you said. There are people who don't break your peace with noise. They break it with silence. With games, with subtle moves you don't notice until it's too late. The manipulator. They don't raise their voice. They raise your doubt. They twist your feelings, your choices, your confidence, until you start questioning the very things you once believed in. They smile in your face, but behind that smile is control, guilt, pressure, the quiet expectation that you should bend your life to fit their comfort. They make you feel responsible for their emotions, their mistakes, their choices, as if your entire existence is meant to keep them satisfied. And the worst part? You don't even see it happening. Not at first. Because they don't take your peace in one moment. They take it by inches. One guilt trip at a time. One subtle comment at a time. One manipulated choice at a time. But hear this clearly, your life is not a puppet show. Your heart is not a tool for someone else's control. Your peace is not a sacrifice you owe to anyone. When someone tries to control your emotions, You step back. You say no. You reclaim the power they hoped you'd never notice you had. There's a kind of person who doesn't attack your peace directly. They attack your future, your dreams, your belief in what you could become, the dream destroyer. They hear your goals, your plans, your hopes, and instead of supporting you, they smirk, they laugh. They plant tiny seeds of doubt in your mind. Are you sure? People like you don't make it. Be realistic. They pretend they're protecting you, but really, they're protecting their own fear. Because your growth threatens the version of you they're comfortable with. They don't want you to rise, because if you rise, they'll have to face the truth about their own life, their own laziness, their own unfulfilled potential. So they pull you down with words that sound harmless, but carry poison. And slowly, you start shrinking your dreams to match their small expectations. But listen, your dreams were not given to them. They were given to you. Your vision was not meant to be filtered through someone else's insecurity. If you want peace, the peace that comes from becoming who you're meant to be, then protect your dreams. Move in silence. Grow in private. And let your success be the answer to every person who tried to shrink your light. You said, your peace, it wasn't lost. It didn't slip through your fingers. It was taken piece by piece by the people you trusted the most. Peace doesn't disappear in a single moment. It fades slowly, quietly. Every time you say yes when your heart whispers no. Every time you let someone drain your energy, push your boundaries, or pull you into battles that were never yours to fight. You wake up one day feeling heavy, tired, confused, and you wonder what happened to the calm you used to carry. But deep inside, you already know the truth. Your peace didn't walk away. Someone walked in and took it. If you want real peace, you must first understand what destroys it. Who destroys it? Because not everyone who stands beside you is meant to be in your life. Not every voice deserves your attention. Not every presence deserves your heart. This is the moment you stop ignoring the signs. This is where you open your eyes and protect what's left. Because the next chapter will reveal the 4 types of people who quietly drain your soul, and you need to be ready. There's a kind of person who doesn't ruin your life loudly. They do it softly, slowly, with a constant stream of negativity that wears you down from the inside. The complainer. They come to you with every problem, but never with a solution. They hand you their pain, their drama, their storms, and expect you to carry the weight they refuse to lift themselves. At first, you try to help. You listen. You give advice. You pour your energy into calming their chaos. But the truth is, they don't want to change. They don't want answers. They only want company in their misery. And without realizing it, their darkness becomes yours. Their complaints echo in your mind. Their negativity becomes the background noise to your life. And suddenly, your peace starts slipping away. Not because of what you did, but because of what you allowed. You cannot heal someone who refuses to try. You cannot save someone who chooses to stay broken. If you want real peace, you must step back. You must protect your energy. You must understand this one truth. You can care about people and still choose not to drown with them.